Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm here today to review a new planner, new to me planner anyway. The team from Saint Belford, Alex and Tom, reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing their Curation 2022 planner. So that's what I have here today, and look how pretty it is. Before I dive into the planner itself, I'll just talk you through very briefly what the planner is. It's an all-in-one lifestyle planner that helps you live better every day. Let this be your invitation to make one simple pledge: put yourself at the top of your to-do list. Prioritize your needs, protect your energy, and honor your limits. So there's a lot more in here which we'll go through shortly. But this is a planner that, or a diary even, that focuses on self-care, habits, and mindfulness. And it comes in a range of colours. And of course, the champagne pink was the one that spoke to me. And it really is a beautiful colour. It's like the Kiki K Vintage Rose colour if you needed a comparison. And probably in a future video, I'll compare this with some other planners as well. Okay, so let's take a look. All right, so first impressions, it feels gorgeous. It's almost, I can tell it's not suede, but it has that very soft kind of suede-y feel to it. And I think you can see hopefully there that it is textured as well. So it's a very lovely feel. And we've got gold foil here with the Saint Belford logo, and on the front we have Curation 2022 in the gold foil and Saint Belford there at the bottom as well. And on the spine we have Curation 2022 as well. I love the idea of the word curation, curating all the things that you would like your life to be. I think that sounds really nice. So basically what I've heard from Alex is that she was looking for a planner to help her prioritize her well-being over productivity. So this planner is filled with lifestyle tools around self-care and habit building. So the texture of the planner actually stops it moving on your desk. I didn't quite realize that at first, but that's quite nice because I often find my planners sliding around all over the place. Okay, we're going to do a walkthrough and take a look inside this beautiful looking planner. So the page, first of all, the page is a crisp white, which is nice, and quite a decent thickness by the feels of it as well. We've got a spot here for this belongs to, and then a bit of information from Alex, who was the co-founder of the diary. So I'm not going to read through it. I think this is something that you can experience yourself when you have this planner in your hands yourself. I do love all of the little bits and pieces people include in these personalized planners. They really do, they just give it a little bit of life, and when you can understand why the person has created the planner the way they have, I think that gives you a lot more insight into the planner itself, and then how you can go about using it. So it has a number of sections in here, and it starts off with the self-care menu. It says here to take time out for yourself, curate a personalized menu of practical self-care rituals that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. So, and also gives you a website to visit for 150 self-care ideas. So the idea of ritual to me is, it's really important, and it's something I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've actually, I think, written a blog post about it, or I haven't quite published it maybe, I'm not sure. But particularly in the work from home environment, I find it really important to have rituals that separate me from my work, because I work in my living space. It's very easy to just keep working. So the idea of using rituals for self-care kind of combines with that work from home thing for me. Being able to separate from the work and take care of yourself for some time, I think is very important. So what the menu here is divided into, and I did read a little bit about this before, is coming up with some ideas that you can do in 10 minutes or less, 30 minutes or less, and in 60 minutes or more. And I thought that was a good idea, because sometimes you think, oh, I really want to do such and such, but that's going to take too long, I don't have time. But if you can have some ideas of things that can really put your mind at ease for just 10 minutes, I think that's quite a useful thing to do. And maybe instead of spending half an hour just staring at YouTube like I do very often, you could have some ideas of things that you could do to fill that time, and not actually just fill the time, but use it to make yourself feel better. I think that's quite a cool idea. We also have a section on the bucket list. It says list the adventures you want to embark on and experiences you want to add to your 2022 memory reel. I like the idea of a memory reel. So we've got 25 items there that you can list, and a spot to put the date that you completed them. So that's quite a cool idea, actually. Sometimes you just sort of think about the things you want to do, but I feel like if you write them down, you give them a little more power, and you might actually, if you see it written down, it reminds you, and you might actually get it done. So I think a bucket list is actually a pretty good idea. Mission statement. So this is interesting. A mission statement is something that I've thought about before, and I've seen a lot of people using it quite helpfully for them, and I'm intrigued to try this out this year. I'll read about that and decide what that might be. Okay, so here she's given us some prompts to fill out, some milestone sections, fears and hesitations, asking you some questions about how you're formulating your mission and what it would mean if it did or didn't happen, and steps you can take. And we've got a couple of pages for that. And then we move into the habit curator, designed to help you build lasting habits to support your goals and contribute to your personal growth, well-being, and overall quality of life. So a list of steps to go through about habits, and then on the next page, we have a bookmark. We have 2 bookmarks. On the next page, they've listed out the habits. So why, what steps, what cues, what rewards, and how to prepare yourself. And that's all based on this list here that explains how to take care of each step. So quite a few habits in here, I'm assuming. And then one thing that I'm very bad at is finances. So here is a savings curator designed to help you spend and save more mindfully. I think that's a good idea. Actually, this morning I was up very early and I'm very tired, and I did a little bit of online shopping, like 3 or 4 shops, I think. Not huge amounts, but I was spending. So it's probably a good idea to take, well, it's not probably, it's a good idea to take care of your savings, and being able to track that in a planner is a good idea. So we have a savings goal here, and if there's something specific you're saving for, you can measure your progress here. And what actions can I realistically take to increase my income? So that's a good prompt there. Rather than just going about your life as it is there something else you can do to help increase your income? And what expenses can I realistically reduce or eliminate? That's a hard conversation to have with yourself, isn't it? And a section here for brainstorming. Okay, so one of the things I quite like is that we have a fairly minimal spread here. So it's very black and white, which means I can add color myself if I want to. And I think the idea of coloring this progress bar, doing some kind of mind map here, I think that will be quite good. And it's been the same throughout. Lots of space for you to add your own personality to this planner. Okay, so now we've broken it down monthly. So we've got how much you want to save in this month, and if there's something in particular that you're saving for that month, your income that you can list, a much bigger space for your expenses to list, and to tell you at the end how much you have, and then right at the bottom, did you hit the goal, and how much above or below the goal amount were you. Here are our bookmarks. We have a pinky peach one, and we have this beautiful grey one as well. I'll just move those out while we're walking through the planner. So we've got each month listed there for savings, and then we hit the planner itself. So we've got our year at a glance here on the left, and we've got public holidays here for Australia. So this company is based in Geelong here in Melbourne, if I didn't mention that. So we have public holidays for Australia, for New Zealand, for Canada, the US, and the UK. And then we move into our really beautiful monthly spread. This is very nice. Beautiful font here. A space here for notes. And then we've got Monday through Sunday. And then the public holidays listed in a small font. Plenty of space in these squares to fill out your plans for that particular month. Okay, so the notebook does lay flat in terms of the covers, and I suspect with time and just working that spine out that the rest of it will lay flat as well. It's almost there, it's just because it hasn't been opened in a long time, I suspect, so I'm hopeful that it will lay flat in the end. Okay, so next section, we have a glossary here to take us through the rest of the planner. So we have a gratitude, reflection, drawing board, mission, weekly menu, your cue, self-care activity, and a guide to using the book itself. All right, so December we have a gratitude, reflection, and a drawing board. So the calendar, the planner, it starts properly in January. So what can I do this week that will bring me closer to fulfilling my mission? So schedule some tasks into the week. It's got a food menu here for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and then a snacks across the bottom. And it's got a little reminder here to create your 2022 bucket list. That's interesting. I really would like to sit down and think about that. You know, it's been a funny year, 2 years in fact. It's hard to sort of think about. Often on a bucket list I would include travel, but I'm not sure about travel for 2022. So it'd be interesting to come up with some things I would like to do but also achieve, I think, in 2022. So I'm intrigued by the bucket list idea. Okay, so here's our weekly spread. We have a section up here for notes. We have a habit tracker here with 5 habits. We've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They all get the same amount of space. A spot here for probably appointments, and on the right we have a to-do list. We also have this little heart monitor here, so a number of things you could use that for, be that working out or tracking something medically as well. Might be interesting to do here if you have a health related goal for the year. So this is usable from the 27th of December this year, 2021, and then we move into 2022, and then we move into the following week. So the same again, your mission, your menu, and we have a new idea here to reflect on the self-care activities, routines, and rituals that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Add them to your self-care menu, which is the one at the beginning. We've got our weekly spread for the next week, and then our reflection, drawing board, and setting up the following week. So it's quite a cool little concept where it has something for you to, probably on a Sunday, reflect on the week that was, and then think about the week ahead. Or alternatively, you could, for this week, this could be the spot where you record this week's, that might make more sense actually, to do this week's gratitude, reflection, drawing board here, your mission and your menu, and then the week's tasks and events, and then start the next one here, the next week here. So I think these are quite cool. I like the idea of having these little prompts at the bottom of the page, so I'll be intrigued to follow those throughout the year and see what they come up with. And let's just flick through the months and see if anything changes, which obviously I don't think it will. Okay, so here we are in December, and then the final week of the year, the Sunday, is the 1st of January. So we have, you can see it's lying flat at the back here. So yeah, I think I can train that to lay flat. Use the prompts on the pages ahead to reflect on the year that's been. So if we flick the page from the last week of the year, we move into move into the last week of the year, and then right at the end we have our 2022 reflection. Very strange to be thinking about the end of 2022 already. Reflect on the year that's been and perform an 80-20 analysis. This new wave of clarity will help you establish priorities for 2023. Upgrade the positive, downgrade the negative. What a fantastic quote that is. Identify and list the 20% of people, activities, and experiences that contributed 80% or more to your most positive emotions this year. and then the same for the negative ones as well. And then it says here, for additional insight and perspective, ask your family and friends what activities they believe you should do more of and what you should do less of in the coming year. Wouldn't that be interesting to hear what your friends think? I have one friend in particular who we talk all the time about what we should and shouldn't be doing next in terms of our business and social media kind of things in particular. So it would be interesting to canvass other people as well about just general life stuff. And lastly here on this page, it says list your 3 biggest takeaways from 2022. I think reflection is something we don't do enough of, and I think if you build good rituals, then the reflection can become a part of that, and probably should become a part of that, just to be able to help you understand what is making you feel good and what is making you feel bad. I mean, those 2 things are pretty important in our lives. And then at the end here we have, well, we actually have a few more pages, but here it says 2022 memory bank. List your favorite moments from 2022 as you experience them. So it's a little bit like a gratitude journal, I guess, but it's about moments, favorite moments that have happened throughout the year. And then we have lined pages at the back here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lined pages. And then we hit the back of the book. So let me pop these bookmarks into the middle of the planner here for now. And I'll close it up. Well, I think it's a beautiful book for sure, and I love the ideas and concepts that are in here. In preparing for this video, I did read through the website, and there is a ton of information on there. It's a really, really powerful resource, and not only are there written guides, there's also videos you can watch throughout for each section too. So I haven't watched the videos yet. I will be going back and doing that. But yeah, I think it's a really well thought out system, which is great. And the fact that there's a whole bunch of guides and things behind it to back it up is really useful as well. I know a lot of people, according to the website, a lot of people are using this planner. So if that's you, let me know. Please let me know in the comments what you think of the planner. I suspect you love it, because I think it looks fantastic, feels great, and I really love the concepts of what they're talking about in here. And you know, I'll come back to ritual again. I think ritual/routine, it's very important to dedicate time and energy to doing something for yourself if that's what you want to do. I mean, if you wanted to do something like this, you have to just commit time to doing it, and that's the barrier. That's always the barrier, is just, oh my god, I don't have time. And actually you do have time. I've been watching YouTube today for about an hour, and I could have spent that time doing other things, right? Things for myself instead. So that's the hard part. That's the barrier to get over. I like the idea of a buddy system for something like this. Someone's out to do it with you. You can compare notes with. So if you're out there and you're interested in comparing notes as we go, let me know. I'm super keen. Let's have a look at this little guide. So we've got a QR code that takes you to the tutorials on the website, but I'll also link this website in the description box so you can see. She also says here we've included completed snapshots of each feature inside the leaflet to give you an idea of what each section looks like when you fill it out. And it also they've listed here their email address for you to get in touch should you want to. So in here we talk about the habit curator. We've got the memory bank section, ideas for the pre-week planner and the drawing board. We've got the mission in progress section at the top of the weekly. We've got our food diary. We've got our weekly spread concept here as well. And then here is a list of each of the sections and what they're used for. And if I turn over to the other side, we've got the rest of the sections: the self-care menu, the bucket list, the mission statement, the savings curator, and here are these expenses, which that's the bit I'm a bit scared of. So I think this is really cool. I'm quite excited to try it out. And like I said before, I do love that it's so black and white and you can add whatever you want to it. I mean, it's a planner, so it's going to be repetitive every week, and I like that. And it allows you to just have that structure. And if you can just get into the habit of using it and doing the steps that it's suggesting that you do, I think that it can be a really powerful resource and a powerful little ally to have in your journey through 2022. So I'd like to say thanks to Alex and Tom for reaching out and suggesting that I try out this planner. I'm super keen, as you can probably tell. So Alex and Tom have given me an affiliate link for this particular product and this website. So if you want to take a look and see what they have some other journals as well, some very interesting products I think you should probably check out. And I'll leave the details about the affiliate link and how that works in the description box, so you can read all about that there. Okay guys, so I think that's it from me today. I'm very keen to try this out, as I said, and I think I'll take it back to Queensland with me for my Christmas holiday I'm having with my family, and just get to know it and try it out. I've got that week of the 27th of December that we can start in it, so I might have a go in there then. But I also might just have a look at some of those earlier spreads and start filling them up right now and see what we can see by doing that. Keen to give it a go and keen to hear your thoughts as well. The colour is beautiful, like I said, and the other colours, there's a black and a green and like a peachy orange colour and maybe a blue. I'll leave the link in the description anyway, so you can go and have a look. But definitely check out Curation 2022 from Saint Belford. It's a beautiful diary. It feels really nice, as I said. I can't stop saying that because it does feel really good. Yeah, and let me know what you think. I think if you're looking to make some changes in 2022 and make some time for yourself in 2022, I think this is a really good planner for you. I know that, you know, over the last 2 years we've had really tough time, all of us, and we've been thrown into turmoil, and you know, every routine of my life has changed as a result of what's happened in the last 2 years. So, you know, I'm super hopeful that this is going to be a better year, but let's not jinx it. But what I like about this planner is that it does help me set some intentions for 2022. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And if you'd like to see more on how I'm using the planner, let me know. I'm keen to share. You know, I'm always keen to share what I'm doing. So I'm interested to hear what you think, and looking forward to reading more in the comments. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all again super soon. Bye.